It's Norwich v Leicester in the 8 o'clock kickoff in the Premier League on Friday evening. It was a 1-1 draw between the two sides in December. Norwich themselves 7 points behind Aston Villa, who are fourth bottom of the Premier League. So relegation certainly does look like it's going to be coming this year to Carrow Road and Norwich. So we'll see how maybe the last few months of the season first for them. They have lost the last two games. No goals scored in the last three for Norwich. So they are struggling coming into this game. Leicester themselves, third in the Premier League. Still got a healthy enough gap over Chelsea and Man United in fourth and fifth place in the Premier League. So they're still in a really strong position. But the form hasn't been good of late. No wins in the last four. Only one win in the last six Premier League matches coming into it. So this is something really you're looking at and you're thinking, can Leicester actually turn things around and get the season up and running again? So I think they'll be fine. They look to me like they've got enough about them to try and see the last few months of the season through, but we'll see. Home games for Norwich, they've got 3 out of the next 4 games in the Premier League, including this Leicester game at home, Southampton and Everton before the end of the month. So this is something that they're going to have to be getting themselves right with now, and they're going to be, or they will be relegated, as I was saying earlier on. So 3 big games out of the next 4, particularly at home, and that's where they're going to get the points. Leicester themselves, as I was saying, it has been a bit of a struggle for them, but still creating chances. I thought they played really well against Manchester City last time out when they lost 1-0. So they've still got players who are capable of scoring goals and creating goals. So that's why I don't think it'll be a problem for them. Daniel Farke has indicated, the Norwich manager, they won't play any differently. But I think they have been a little bit more defensive-minded in the second half of the season. I think they've been less or more reluctant to pile bodies forward. I think they've been a bit more solid defensively. So let's just see if that's maybe the change that can continue to end the season. If you're looking amongst the goals, Timo Pukki for Norwich, of course, is the obvious candidate. 11 goals for him this season, but he has been struggling for goals of late. Jamie Vardy for Leicester, no goals now in his last 9. 17 goals this season in the Premier League, but no goals in his last 9. So he's been struggling for goals, a couple of assists within that run, but he's one that you're looking at supposed to be getting back to form in this type of game. I think Leicester will go to Norwich, play the same way. I think they win. I fancy them to concede because I think Norwich play away with, certainly at home, they usually score. So I think Leicester to win, both teams to score looks a good shout to me in this one, but I just think Leicester have got too much. So Leicester win this one at Carrow Road.